Welcome to Eastview Cemetery. We're in Patriot, Indiana. Today is what I'm calling, out of a series of videos I'm going to be doing every other week, I'm going to pay my respects to a forgotten grave. And today we're in Patriot, Indiana, in Eastview Cemetery. Last time I did a video here was in 2011. Just like I did at the Greendale Cemetery, we're going to walk all around this. This goes all the way up and down through there, and we're just going to make a complete circle. This should be really exciting, guys. Let's get started. To be honest with you guys, this is my favorite cemetery of all times. It's funny because I haven't been here in 9 years, but this may be the place I may want to be buried, if I get buried at all. I mean, who knows, I might get cremated. So we're going to start getting pictures of the tombstones once we get up on top of the hillside. There's a lot of graves here in this graveyard that's forgotten. Sad. Here's an angel. I don't know if I got that 9 years ago or not. We're going to get it today, though. If you guys want to see the last time I was here, go back in my videos. It was of October, I think October 11th, 2011. But yeah, here's this angel. It's so beautiful. Wow. If I remember last time, I walked all the way through here, just looking at the tombstones. Yeah. And we're going to go back that way in just a little bit. And I believe I parked my car over here last time, and it was a sinkhole, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere up through here. Somewhere up through here there was a sinkhole. I couldn't tell you where it was at today, though. I have no clue. Look at my view. Absolutely breathtaking. See, back that way where we're going is a farm. I'll tell you a little story once we get there. I figure on the way back I will find the forgotten grave before we leave and pay my respects. I'm going to do this every so many weeks. I'm thinking maybe every 2 weeks if I can. I went down and bought some stuff. I'll show you what it is. The Dollar Tree. I'm cheap. And I'm going to pay my respects and put like a little small plaque on a forgotten grave. And I'm going to pick one every couple weeks. Here's one of them tall monuments like they had in Greendale Cemetery. So peaceful out here. There's my lovely wife. And there's my son. Yeah. The way we was talking, and I'll tell you more when we get down there, but if I ever did get buried, I want it to be over there. Let's head down there and tell you more about it. This shot right here is so beautiful. That's what I might use as my thumbnail. Right over there is the Ohio River. And right here, I'm going to zoom down on the road. Something about this spot right here, how the road goes this way, back that way, and it goes down that way, and it goes up this way. Something about right here in this little spot, I feel so at ease. I feel so comfortable right here. Right here. I could just die here right in, no, I don't want to say that. Scratch that. But I feel so comfortable. Alright, we're going to head down here to where we was at last time, and yeah, let's go rekindle that. That happened 11, well, how many years ago did I say? It was 2011, 9 years ago. Now this is a farm that butts up right next to the graveyard. When I was here last, I was talking about how I would sell my house to buy a farm this close to a graveyard. You know, I still would. I would still love to live here, especially where there's a house right over there. I'd love to live this close to a graveyard. Now, we was parked right up here, and from what I'm seeing, there's a whole bunch more graves now than there was 9 years ago. Because there wasn't that many of them in here 9 years ago. At least on this side, at least on the back side of it, there wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't that many here 9 years ago. Of Of course, that has been 9 years. And we was parked right up here. 9 years ago, I stood right here in this exact spot with my wife. With the farm behind us, I was talking about how I'd give anything to own something like that. And we stood right here 9 years ago, and we made the decision. This would be where we'd like to be buried at. It's right here. So beautiful. It's not a big cemetery, but it's big enough. Guys, don't quote me. But what I might do is I might take part of that video from 9 years ago and put it in this one. So if I decide to do that, I would do it right about now. And here's where we are. Yeah, Angie and I was just talking again. This is where we want to be buried at. Oh, I don't want to walk in your shot. Here's a lonely farm right here. I will give anything to live there next to a graveyard. You folks have no clue. Get my hand out of here. You guys have no clue. If it could be possible, I will sell my house and buy a farm like this just because it's right next to a graveyard. I'm telling you, I will give anything to live close to a graveyard. I mean, how could you not love something like this? But yeah, we was talking. We don't really want to be buried like here, but over there. You're gonna be in my shot. Of course, 9 years ago, if I remember correct, Angie said she wants to be buried over in this area. But yeah. Wow, there's a new grave right there. We also talked about who will we see about getting burial plots 9 years ago. We never did. No. We left here, and that was October, but it was a warmer day than what it is today. I had to put my hood up because I left my toboggan in the car. Yeah, I got my car today. Well, actually, I got my daughter's car. I don't trust my truck to make this trip. I'm not really far from home, but I'm far enough. I am definitely in the country, by the way. That's where this cemetery's at, is definitely in the country. And guys, let me show you this view. I guarantee this video is not doing this justice, but so beautiful. Holy smokes. I'm going to give almost a full pan around. Okay, I made the circle. I'm right back in the spot that I feel so comfortable in. Now we're going to walk down this way, possibly. I don't know. I need to find a forgotten grave before we head back to the car. But I want to walk down this way. Oh, maybe I find a forgotten grave. I don't know. Maybe somewhere right up in here before we go down. Let me look around, guys. Let's walk through here. Okay, I found it. Paul Parker. 1895 he was born, in 1925. Paul, I have no idea who you are. But you know what? I got something for you. Let's lay it down right here. I have no clue who you are, but you are definitely a forgotten grave. But today, you're not forgotten, Paul. No, you're not. For this moment, you are remembered. Yes, Paul. Wonder what life was like when you was in your prime. Yeah. When I come up to these forgotten graves, I often wonder what it was like. You know, when he passed on, I would imagine there was a lot of horse and buggies in 1925. That's when I would say it's when his graveyard was young, but no. It wasn't young at the time, but still, they wouldn't have many graves here. So, Paul, there's your plaque. Alright, let's move on. Alright. Let's move on down the road, guys. That right there is Grant's Creek, by the way, guys. Now we're going to head down this beautiful rocky road. So I was trying to find a grave that kind of like jumped out at me, and there was Paul's grave. Yeah, so he's the forgotten grave today. I'll come back here maybe this summer and see if the plaque's still there. That'd be interesting if it is. You never know, right? Another little small road going up this way, but it's just a teeny bit of it, so we're not going to head up there. But yeah, here's this side of the graveyard. Yeah. It's a lot smaller than Greendale Cemetery. When I do these forgotten graves, some cemeteries I will go to is going to be a lot bigger. The one closer to home is really huge. But this one is smaller, so plus we're losing daylight. I wasn't able to make it out here till about 4:30. I'm on a time frame. So, yeah. It's so beautiful through here. My car is right up there. Well, our daughter's car. It's not my car. So I tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to post a link this is to remind myself. So Michael, post a link down in the description of the video you did 2011. So if you guys want to go back there, just to let you know, back in 2011, 9 years ago, I was very much an amateur at this. So it's going to be a little bit all over the place. And plus I show another cemetery before I show this one. So just kind of watch it into the video and eventually we'll show this one. But guys, this is pretty much it. This will conclude today's video of the Forgotten Grave. I can see the angel up in the distance. So beautiful, just looking out. Looking out upon the Ohio River over there. I'm going to continue doing the Forgotten Grave, so if you like what I'm doing, let me know down below, guys, okay? You know, and maybe you guys could do the same thing. Go to your cemeteries near your house. You know, you don't have to put a plaque on anybody's, on a forgotten grave, but pay your respects. You know, let's not let these people be forgotten. I wish I could go to every one of them, but I can only pick one at a time. So I'm going to probably drive around this thing and head out and head towards home. So guys, that concludes for today's Forgotten Grave. Come on, let's get out of here. We'll see you tomorrow.